When anyone asks me what my favorite Christmas movie is, I always throw people off by saying Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. To many, this isn't even a Christmas movie, but for me, it's my absolute favorite. At the end of the 14-minute Hogwarts Legacy gameplay reveal, a holiday 2022 release date was announced. For someone like myself who has always considered the wizarding world as synonymous with the holidays, this makes sense. But thinking objectively, I'm not 100% sure that this release date will stick. Do you think that Hogwarts Legacy will be delayed, or will it hit that 2022 holiday release date? If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. You have found one of the nerdiest places on the internet. For those of you who aren't new, thank you for coming back and supporting my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so to help this channel grow. With that being said, let's get right into it and talk nerdy. When breaking down a potential delay, you have to consider questions such as, what does holiday 2022 mean in the gaming industry? Often, when a developer releases a placeholder date such as this, it means that they are either unsure that they can hit this given date, or that they are waiting to release the specific date at a larger venue or event. Also, development companies and publishers are looking to maximize sales, and if there is another large game releasing at the same window, it could potentially cut sales. This may seem profound, but watching release dates fluctuate over the last 10 years, and with COVID-19 altering the workflow of many development teams, I found that general release dates such as holiday 2022 is often a cause for delay. With only 3 movies in the Harry Potter franchise being released in November or December, and all of the books being released in the summer window, it leads me to believe that the Hogwarts Legacy game will get pushed back to Q1 or Q2 2023. This seems like a more fitting window for a game in the Harry Potter universe. Obviously, movies can be released next to other big movies, and both can be successful because the time investment of these movies is usually minimal. I can see 3 movies in a week and it only takes about 6 hours or so, but 2 major games released in the same week is hard to split time between them, especially something as large as Hogwarts Legacy is anticipated to be. So what does holiday 2022 look like in the gaming industry? As of right now, Starfield, which is an Xbox exclusive, is the biggest game coming out this fall that has a release date. That release date is November 11th. Hogwarts Legacy will want to avoid the early November timeframe to maximize profits. Even though Starfield is an exclusive game, it should move units fairly quickly. With November being owned by Starfield, unless it flops obviously, could Hogwarts Legacy come out in December or even November still? Yes and no. We don't have release dates for 2 major games that have been announced to be coming this year: God of War Ragnarok and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Pokemon games as of the last few years have all been releasing in that November timeframe, with Sun and Moon, the Let's Go series, Sword and Shield, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl all being released in that November window. Nintendo and the Pokemon games historically have not been affected by what games have been released around them because they often have a larger fan base that will buy their games over anything else that's released in the same window. They set the marker for what's released and make other games move from their release dates. God of War Ragnarok, on the other hand, could be in a similar boat as Starfield with it being an exclusive game. God of War is a PlayStation exclusive, which has a smaller, limited market, but it does have a large cult following, and it has the backing of over 180 million consoles between the PS4 and PS5 out there right now. The first game in the new God of War reboot was released in April 2018, and although a Q1 2023 release date would make sense for Ragnarok, I believe that Starfield and God of War Ragnarok could be released in the same window and both sell due to the fact that they are different console exclusives. If Ragnarok or Pokemon want to avoid Starfield, more likely God of War, it would probably move back into December or even up into October. God of War is listed as a 2022 release with no specific quarter, but most industry insiders think that a Q4 release would be accurate based on the amount of information that has been showed on the game so far. Something else to consider other than God of War and Pokemon with a potential December release date for Hogwarts Legacy is Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 being delayed into 2023, and nothing else having a December release date at this time that's major. Hogwarts Legacy could fit perfectly into that December spot, and it would be the perfect game to sink hundreds of hours into over the winter holiday from school. With E3 officially being canceled, release dates being up in the air for 2022 games, and almost no info on some of 2022's most anticipated titles, we are definitely running out of time for a holiday 2022 release for Hogwarts Legacy. This is why I believe that a delay of Hogwarts Legacy may be coming in the next few months. I hope that the game is released as soon as possible, but I can continue waiting as this game's been in development for years. Do you think Hogwarts Legacy will be delayed? What other games do you plan on playing in 2022 other than Hogwarts Legacy? Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.